Have you ever wondered about the most powerful empire in the world? Today, we're diving into the ancient past, to the cradle of civilization, where the mighty Assyrian Empire once reigned supreme. This formidable force held sway for nearly 1400 years, from approximately 2000 BCE, reaching its zenith between 900 to 600 BCE. The Assyrians were not just another empire in the annals of history, they were a dominant force that carved out a vast realm in the ancient world. Their land spanned across the Fertile Crescent, covering present-day Iraq, Syria, Egypt and beyond. What set the Assyrian Empire apart was their unmatched military might and innovative strategies. They were the first to establish a standing army, a revolutionary concept at the time, under the reign of Tiglath-Pileser III. They didn't just rely on human power, but also used camels for supply transport, a tactical move that gave them an edge in their conquests. The Assyrians were renowned not only for their military prowess, but also for their cultural and artistic advancements. Under rulers like Ashurbanipal, the empire flourished, becoming a beacon of progress in a world still finding its feet. However, like all great empires, the Assyrian Empire had its share of internal strife. High taxes, rebellions and internal challenges eventually led to its downfall in 612 BCE, marking the end of an era that had left an indelible mark on history. So, what made the Assyrian Empire the most formidable force of its time? As we delve deeper into the rise, peak, cultural and artistic advancements, and the fall of this great empire, we'll uncover the secrets that made the Assyrians a superpower in the ancient world. So, stay tuned as we turn back the sands of time and explore the fascinating world of the Assyrian Empire. The rise of the Assyrian Empire was not a sudden phenomenon. Quite the contrary. It was a gradual yet deliberate process, a result of strategic moves and tactical decisions, all aimed towards one goal: the establishment of a dominant force in the ancient world. At the heart of this rise was the Assyrian military, a formidable force that was unlike any other of the time. It was under the reign of King Tiglath-Pileser III, a name that would echo through the annals of history, that the Assyrian Empire began to truly flex its military muscle. Tiglath-Pileser III did something that was unheard of at the time. He established a standing army. This move was not just a show of power, but a strategic decision that would set the stage for the Assyrian Empire to rise to unprecedented heights. A standing army meant that the Assyrian Empire had a dedicated force at its disposal, ready to march at a moment's notice. Unlike other armies of the time, which were primarily made up of farmers and laborers who would be called upon only in times of war, the Assyrian standing army was a professional force. These were men trained in the art of war, their lives dedicated to the protection and expansion of the Assyrian Empire. But the Assyrian Empire's strategic genius didn't stop with the establishment of a standing army. They were also pioneers in logistics, understanding that the success of an army often depended on its supply chain. The Assyrians turned to an unlikely ally in this regard, the humble camel. The Assyrians began using camels for supply transport, a move that proved to be a game-changer. Camels, with their ability to carry heavy loads and travel long distances without water, were perfectly suited for this role. This allowed the Assyrian army to venture further and stay longer in enemy territories, giving them a significant advantage over their adversaries. The use of camels as a logistical solution demonstrated the Assyrian Empire's innovative approach to warfare. It was a reflection of their willingness to push boundaries and think outside the box, traits that would come to define their rise to power. These strategic moves, from the establishment of a standing army to the innovative use of camels for supply transport, were instrumental in the rise of the Assyrian Empire. It was a gradual but calculated rise to power, a testament to the strategic brilliance of the Assyrian Empire. So, as we delve deeper into the narrative of this ancient superpower, it becomes clear that the rise of the Assyrian Empire was not a sudden phenomenon. It was a carefully orchestrated symphony of strategic decisions and innovative thinking. These strategies set the stage for the Assyrian Empire to become a superpower, and a superpower it certainly became, shaping the course of history in ways that still resonate today. At its peak, the Assyrian Empire was a force to reckon with. This wasn't an empire that merely existed. It was an empire that dominated, that made its presence known across the ancient world, an empire that was the most powerful of its time. The Assyrian Empire's zenith was reached under the reigns of two formidable rulers, Tiglath-Pileser III and Ashurbanipal. Both of these leaders were instrumental in expanding and stabilizing the empire, and they were both great patrons of cultural and artistic advancements. Tiglath-Pileser III ascended to the throne in the mid-8th century BCE. He was a military genius and an effective administrator. His reign marked the dawn of a new era for the Assyrian Empire. With his strategy of using camels for supply transport, he introduced an innovative way to sustain his armies during long campaigns. He was also responsible for establishing a standing army, a first in the ancient world, which greatly contributed to the empire's military prowess. Under Tiglath-Pileser III, the Assyrian Empire saw significant territorial expansion. He conquered regions far and wide, extending Assyrian influence across the Middle East. But he didn't just conquer these regions. He effectively integrated them into the empire, strategically relocating captured peoples to prevent revolts and foster cultural assimilation. Then came Ashurbanipal, ruling in the mid-7th century BCE. He was a different kind of leader. Ashurbanipal was less a military man and more a scholar. He is best known for creating the world's first known library, a vast collection of clay tablets bearing cuneiform inscriptions. This library was a testament to the cultural and intellectual sophistication of the Assyrian Empire at its peak. Ashurbanipal wasn't just interested in collecting and preserving knowledge, though. He also actively sought to expand it. The advancements in art and culture during his reign were unprecedented. Sculptures, reliefs, and other art forms flourished, showcasing the artistic prowess of the Assyrians. But Ashurbanipal was not a soft ruler. He maintained the empire's territorial integrity and continued to expand it, albeit through diplomatic means more often than military ones. He managed to keep the empire stable and prosperous throughout his rule. The reigns of Tiglath-Pileser III and Ashurbanipal represented the pinnacle of the Assyrian Empire. This was a time of military might, of territorial expansion, of cultural and intellectual advancements. It was a time when the Assyrian Empire was an unstoppable force in the ancient world. The Assyrian Empire was now an unstoppable force, or so it seemed. The empire had reached an unparalleled height. But as we'll see in the next scene, even the most formidable empires can fall, and the Assyrian Empire was no exception. But that's a story for another time. For now, let's revel in the glory of the Assyrian Empire at its peak, a testament to the power and sophistication of the ancient world. But the Assyrian Empire was not just about military might. It was also a vibrant hub of culture and art, a place where creativity and innovation thrived alongside the strategies of war. The Assyrian Empire at its peak from 900 to 600 BC was a dominant force in more than just the battlefield. It was here that culture and artistry blossomed, playing a significant role in the empire's dominance and leaving a lasting legacy that would echo through the centuries. One of the most striking aspects of Assyrian culture was their love for the written word. The Assyrian king Ashurbanipal was renowned for his grand library in Nineveh, which was a testament to the empire's thirst for knowledge. This library, one of the ancient world's most comprehensive, was a treasure trove of literature, history, science, and law. Through these texts, we get a glimpse into the vibrant intellectual life of the Assyrians, revealing a society that valued education and the pursuit of knowledge. This cherished knowledge wasn't just confined to the written word. The Assyrians were also pioneers in the field of medicine, developing advanced techniques and treatments that were well ahead of their time. They had a deep understanding of the human body, and they used this knowledge to create medicines and treatments that helped to save countless lives. This passion for learning and innovation was a cornerstone of Assyrian culture, and it played a key role in their dominance. And then there was the art. The Assyrians were masters of stone and metal, creating breathtaking sculptures and reliefs that adorned their palaces and temples. These works of art were more than just decoration, they were a form of storytelling, a way for the Assyrians to immortalize their victories and achievements. They were also a testament to the empire's wealth and power, showcasing the skill and craftsmanship of Assyrian artists. These artists didn't just work with stone and metal, they were also skilled in the use of textiles, creating intricate tapestries and fabrics that were coveted throughout the ancient world. These textiles were not just beautiful, they were also a reflection of Assyrian society, a tapestry of the people and their stories. But perhaps the most enduring aspect of Assyrian culture was their architecture. The Assyrians were master builders, creating grand cities and palaces that were marvels of engineering. These structures, with their imposing walls and ornate decoration, were a testament to the empire's power and prosperity. They were also a reflection of the Assyrians' love for beauty and their commitment to creating spaces that were both functional and awe-inspiring. The Assyrian Empire, a hub of cultural and artistic advancements, was at the height of its power. It was a place where knowledge was cherished, where art was a form of storytelling, and where architecture was a testament to the empire's might. This vibrant culture, this love for beauty and knowledge, was a cornerstone of the Assyrians' dominance, and it left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire us today. However, even the most powerful empires must face their downfall. The Assyrian Empire, a dominant force that had once ruled the ancient world, was not immune to this universal truth. Its decline was not sudden, but a slow, gradual process, marked by a series of internal and external challenges that eventually led to its fall. So, what were the factors that led to the downfall of this mighty empire? Let's delve into the heart of the matter. One of the key factors was the internal strife that started brewing within the empire. Unlike the unity that characterized the empire during its peak, the Assyrian Empire in its later years was riddled with infighting and power struggles. This internal discord weakened the empire from within, making it vulnerable to external threats. In addition to the internal strife, the high taxes imposed by the Assyrian rulers were another cause of discontent. These taxes, which were levied to fund the empire's military expeditions and monumental construction projects, became a heavy burden on the common people. This financial strain led to widespread dissatisfaction among the populace, further destabilizing the empire. Moreover, the Assyrian Empire's military might, which had once been its greatest strength, also became a source of its downfall. With the constant warfare and military campaigns, the empire stretched its resources thin. The empire's vast expanse became increasingly difficult to manage and protect, giving rise to insecurity and vulnerability. And then came the rebellions. The Assyrians had a practice of relocating the people they conquered, a strategy aimed at preventing rebellions. However, this very practice sowed the seeds of revolt. The displaced people, uprooted from their homes and cultures, harbored resentment against their Assyrian overlords. Over time, this resentment transformed into rebellions that shook the very foundation of the Assyrian Empire. These rebellions, coupled with the internal strife, high taxes, and overextended military, created a perfect storm that the Assyrian Empire could not weather. In 612 BCE, the empire, which had once stood as a symbol of power and might, crumbled under the weight of its own ambitions. The fall of the Assyrian Empire was not just the end of a ruling dynasty. It marked the end of an era, a period in history that had been characterized by the Assyrians' military prowess, cultural advancements, and territorial expansions. And so, the mighty Assyrian Empire fell, marking the end of an era. The fall of the Assyrian Empire was not the end of its story. As we delve into the legacy of the Assyrian Empire, we find its influence reverberating throughout history, long after its demise. The empire, though fallen, continued to shape the course of civilization, its echoes resonating in the annals of time. The Assyrian Empire, in its heyday, was a formidable force, a titan of military prowess and innovative strategies. It was an empire that stood for almost 1,400 years, from around 2000 BCE, a testament to its durability and strength. Its military tactics, including the establishment of a standing army, set the groundwork for later empires, their strategies hewn from the Assyrian blueprint. The use of camels for supply transport, a novel concept introduced by the Assyrians, was adopted by subsequent civilizations. their value in desert warfare and long-distance trade routes undeniable. This innovation is just one example of how the Assyrians revolutionized logistical strategies, their influence felt even today in modern warfare and transportation. The Assyrian Empire was not just a military powerhouse, it was also a cradle of culture and art. The empire fostered artistic and cultural advancements that would influence later civilizations. The rich tapestry of Assyrian art, their detailed reliefs and sculptures, provided a visual narrative of their society, their beliefs, and their achievements. This artistic legacy continues to inspire and inform modern artists and historians, offering a window into a world long past. Moreover, the strategic relocations of captured peoples, a policy employed by the Assyrian Empire, had far-reaching effects. It led to the blending of cultures, the intermingling of ideas and beliefs. This cultural exchange would shape the identity of regions and influence the course of history. The systematic documentation of their history, their meticulous record-keeping, gave us valuable insight into their society, their administration, and their world. Their cuneiform tablets, their detailed annals, their libraries, have provided a wealth of knowledge to historians and scholars, deepening our understanding of the ancient world. The Assyrian Empire, despite its eventual downfall, left an indelible mark on the world. Its military strategies, its cultural and artistic contributions, its administrative policies, and its record-keeping have greatly influenced subsequent civilizations and continue to inform our understanding of the ancient world. The legacy of the Assyrian Empire serves as a testament to its strength, its innovation, and its resilience. It reminds us that empires may rise and fall, but their influence, their contributions, their legacy live on, echoing through the corridors of time, shaping the world in ways we may not even realize. The Assyrian Empire, despite its fall, left an indelible mark on the world. So there you have it, the rise and fall of the most powerful empire in the world. We've taken a journey back in time, delving into the intricacies of the Assyrian Empire, a civilization that shaped the course of history as we know it. From its humble beginnings around 2000 BCE to its peak between 900 and 600 BCE, the Assyrian Empire was a force to be reckoned with. We explored how they leveraged advanced military tactics, technology, and innovative strategies, like using camels for supply transport, to dominate their surroundings. Under the rule of formidable leaders like Tiglath-Pileser III and Ashurbanipal, the empire didn't just expand in territory, but also made significant cultural and artistic advancements that left a lasting legacy. However, every empire has its sunset. The Assyrian Empire was no exception. The same vigor and relentlessness that fueled its rise also sowed the seeds of its downfall. Internal strife, high taxes and rebellions eventually led to its demise in 612 BCE. But the fall of the Assyrian Empire was not the end. Its legacy lives on, influencing many aspects of modern society, from military strategy to administrative systems. The Assyrian Empire, though lost to time, still resonates in the annals of history and the collective memory of humankind. Now it's your turn to weigh in. What do you think about the Assyrian Empire? Was its rise to power inevitable, given its innovative strategies and military prowess? Could its fall have been prevented? Or was it a natural consequence of its aggressive expansion and internal issues? Leave a comment below the video if you found it useful and share your thoughts on this fascinating chapter of history. Let's keep the conversation going. After all, history is not just about the past, it's a dialogue that informs our present and shapes our future.